Dental, vision, and hearing benefits included in Medicare. Is this a dream come true or is it a nightmare? I guess it remains to be seen, because at this point it's just something that's being discussed among politicians and news pundits and so forth, but whether or not it'll come about and what we get may not be exactly what we think it is or even what was promised to be. This is Bob Vineyard, your Medicare expert with the Georgia Medicare Minute. All right, I like to avoid politics as much as possible, but sometimes there's a topic like this, the dental, vision, and hearing benefit, that you just can't really talk about it except without touching on the political aspect of it. Because it is a promise, and kind of like if you like your plan, you can keep your plan. If you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. Well, we know how that one turned out, so let's wait and see what happens, if anything at all. But for the time being, let's just assume that that would be those of us who are on Medicare, are going to get some kind of government-provided dental plan, vision plan, and hearing benefit. How might that work in the future if this ever comes about? All right, in order to look at this, you really need to understand the way Medicare works, especially original Medicare. Not so much the Medicare Advantage plans, because a lot of them already have dental and vision and maybe even some hearing benefits baked into them. Those plans are mostly discounts. There are a few copay aspects to it. But again, I'm not going to talk about Medicare Advantage plans because I don't handle those. But if original Medicare ends up having these benefits, dental, vision, and hearing, here's a look at some things that you might want to consider. All right, let's talk about dental plans first. If you look at a traditional dental insurance plan, not a discount, but if you look at a traditional dental insurance plan, most dentists, the figure is somewhere around 80% or higher, most dentists do not participate in any dental insurance networks. Now, a lot of them will give you the information. Some of them may even file your claim for you, but a lot of them will give you the information and say, here, you take this and go to your dental insurance provider, and if they pay you something on it, great. If they don't, too bad, but for today's visit, you owe me $1,400. And one of the things about dental, there's a lot of things not to like about dental coverage, but this is something that the folks who are pushing dental insurance plans, I'm not talking about politicians, I'm talking about agents, but this is something that folks who push dental insurance plans don't really tell you. Oh yeah, it's a great plan. Look, it's got this and a $2,000 annual benefit, and some of them even include orthodontia and all this kind of stuff. It sounds great, but if you can't use it anywhere, what good is it? And again, most dentists do not, the vast majority do not participate in any networks. And again, what that means is we will do the work, you will pay us, you file for reimbursement with your carrier, and, hope it works out. But how about vision benefits? Now, ophthalmologists, people who actually treat diseases and injury to the eye, ophthalmologists, a lot of them will take Medicare. I dare say most of them will take Medicare. Optometrists, people who just simply examine your eye and write a prescription for contacts or eyeglasses and so forth. Many of those do not take Medicare. Many of those, a lot of them, unless they're a national chain, don't even take vision insurance plans. So that's another place that if we get vision coverage, vision insurance, and Medicare, you may have trouble finding somebody that will take it other than an ophthalmologist. And so let's go on over to the hearing side of it. Okay, original Medicare does not cover hearing benefits or any of that sort of stuff. You pay for it out of pocket. There are a few plans out there. They're usually combined with dental and vision, and they have a hearing aid benefit. With the hearing aid benefit, well, guess what? You have to find a provider that actually participates in that plan and will take it and file a claim for you. Otherwise, they'll give you a receipt. They'll charge you $5,000 or whatever the rate is for the hearing aids that you're looking at. And they'll give you a receipt and say, here, go file this with your insurance carrier, and we'll see how it works out. So all that glitters is not gold. I like to say that a lot when people are looking at Medicare and what about all these free benefits that are out there? Anytime somebody talks to you about, the benefit's free, you need to take that with a grain of salt and wonder, okay, where can I actually use it and how much benefit will I get? Will I save 20%? Will I save 50%? How much of a hassle will it be? Unless things change, you may be very disappointed in the benefits that actually come down for Medicare. Now, that being said, I'm going to take a tangent here just to give you an idea. Almost all pharmacies will take Medicare drug plans. Almost every one of them. Now, keep in mind, some of those are baked into your Medicare Advantage plan. If you're on original Medicare, you probably have a separate Medicare Part D plan. And those Medicare Part D plans also have networks. They have pharmacies that they like, and you get lower pricing on lower co-pays if you use those pharmacies or not. Okay, but most of the pharmacies out there, whether it's a chain or it's a mom and pop, will take your Medicare Part D plan. However, some medications actually fall under Medicare Part B as an outpatient drug, and it's covered under original Medicare Part B. Very few pharmacies know how to file a claim with Medicare Part B or are authorized to file these claims. A good example of this is if you are an insulin-dependent diabetic and you have a pump, then you can get your insulin under Medicare Part B in most cases. Finding a pharmacy that takes Medicare Part B for insulin and knows how to file your claims, well, that's a little bit different story. There are a few national chains that have special departments set up to file Medicare Part B claims for insulin and presumably other drugs as well. But if you have this much trouble finding a pharmacy who can file, is approved by Medicare, and can file Part B claims with Medicare, how difficult is it going to be to find somebody to take your vision and your dental and your hearing benefit? Just think about that for a minute. This is Bob Vineyard, your Medicare expert with the Georgia Medicare Minute. You take care. Have a great day.